So keep going on this list a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. They're chocolate eaters.
They're chocolate eaters?
Not like, yeah, that's the other wild one, right? Like, so you talk to these people that they're skinny. I'm not saying that magically there's plenty of chocolate eaters that aren't
Chocolate
skinny.
can make you lean?
Yeah. Well, actually, yes. And there is some cool stuff there. I mean, the flavonoids, the theobromine, like they are very fat burning or, promoting compounds, independent of the calories, right? So we don't need to explain to anyone. Most people that watch and listen to your stuff, they're educated in this world enough to know that like dark chocolate is different. And obviously you want to screen for heavy metals and all the kind of chocolate prerequisites. But it's kind of funny because, yeah, you've got a lot of people that are unhealthy that eat chocolate. But it's kind of funny that the kind of chocolate they eat, you typically know. They're not usually going for dark chocolate. But there are so many people out there. It's so crazy. Like, especially again, like you talk to like women that love chocolate, like when there are ones that are like electing for dark chocolate, they're like, yeah, I feel like I really enjoy chocolate and I have like myself a couple ounces a day. They like responsibly eat chocolate, but chocolate is like a staple for them. It is crazy. It's like when I talk to people, it's like 7 out of 10 skinny people. They're just like, I have a little bit of dark chocolate.
Interesting.
That number changed a little bit when the whole heavy metal thing came out because, and I'm getting somewhere with this. So when that happened, like that probably dropped. I couldn't tell you exactly how much, but there was a lot of chocolate lovers that I knew that kind of ditched the chocolate, which leads me to believe that, again, it's not just that they're skinny, it's that they're innately health conscious. So they know they're like, okay, antioxidants, polyphenols, flavonoids, I'm going to elect for chocolate because it also tastes good and I'm getting these benefits. So the moment that there wasn't a health benefit anymore, they did actually scrap it, right? So it wasn't maybe this subconscious desire for chocolate, but I know I'm that way. Like chocolate is a vice for me. But I notice a big difference in my body composition when I switch from like an 85 and I'm like, let myself start slipping down to like a 72 and then a 65. And I'm like, wait a minute. No. I'm missing the point here. Now I just want chocolate. Go back to, So it's a very big difference, like the dark chocolate versus the, the lighter dark or the milk chocolate.
Very well. Okay. So let's unpack this. Like chocolate has, what is the predominant saturated fatty acid that comprises cacao butter? Is it stearic acid?
I think it's stearic acid. It's not myristic. I think myristic is
no, I think it's
stearic acid.
Yeah, which has been, I believe, in some studies shown to support mitochondrial health, which is important. It's it's got this sort of stimulant effect, right? Like it's got theobromine, it's got caffeine, but then also cocoa flavonols are great. I mean, I now work with a company called Cocoa Via, but I was a fan of theirs for a really long time prior to having a relationship with them, and cocoa flavonols support blood flow. They support nitric oxide production in the body, might boost VO2 max,
epicatechin, all this stuff.
All that stuff. Yeah. So I love that.
Yeah. And it's like, they're not eating bars of it a day, but I mean, it's like, hey, you have a couple ounces a day. Think about how that adds up. I remember seeing this thing a while back. There's more polyphenols and stuff in chocolate than there is in coffee. Coffee has a lot, but there is more in dark chocolate. And I can't remember the study. That's always how it goes for me. But most people in the United States get most of their antioxidants in a given day from their coffee, from their morning coffee, right? So the largest bolus of antioxidants and polyphenols that most Americans get is just coming from their simple cup of coffee, which is cool in 2 ways, or cool in one way, bad in the other, right? It tells us like awesome about coffee, but like shows you how just devoid of nutrition most people's diet is. Right. So when you think about the fact that chocolate has quite a bit more than coffee in terms of antioxidants and polyphenols, it actually makes sense. I'm like, okay, you're someone that is probably just getting more antioxidants. And polyphenols, obviously tremendous for the microbiome. So there's all these different downstream effects that you could unpack and be like, yeah, you're probably just functioning and fluxing at a higher capacity because you have less reactive oxygen species.
Wow. Good to know. Craving chocolate now. I've got a habit that I want to throw into the hat here and see and get your thoughts on it. I don't even know if it's on your list, but something that I've perceived to be true about people who seem to always be lean is that they tend to be mindful about their meals, about mealtime. They tend to tune out distractions. Yeah. So they're not eating, they tend not to eat mindlessly while watching TV or scrolling on their phones. They tend to be very present with their food. And I recall reading research a couple years back that found that it is actually, in fact, the case that when we are distracted while eating, we tend to consume about 15% more calories. Yep. Is that something that you found in your own surveys?
Yeah, for sure. It's I didn't even phrase it quite like that, but it was almost like they would take dedicated time for their meals, right? So it's like they would, or when they would have their meals, like it would be prioritized with family and friends, right? And it's again, it's something that, and a lot of times like these people are people that would have like decent social lives, or they'd have people that come over, or big families, right? So it's like you could go either way. Like you can, if you overdo that, but also if you're prioritizing the time in which you eat and you're actually savoring each bite. It's kind of funny because it's like the term foodie, you know, it's like I consider myself a foodie, but like we think of the word foodie, you think of someone that's almost a glutton, like this person loves food. No, I appreciate my food, and I do love a really good meal, and I love fine cuisine, and I love these things. I appreciate it, but I want to sit down and I want to enjoy it. I do have a bad habit of eating my food too fast no matter what.
Me too.
But that's usually just more time crunch, but I'm not distracted and like watching TV or scrolling Instagram while I'm eating.
Makes perfect sense.
Hey, if you liked that video, you need to check out this one here, and I'll see you there.